Hi guys, and welcome to the world of 28mm. In this series of episodes we're going to be looking at how to make oil spills or oil slicks. Now I've got our finished product here, okay, and that's what we're going to be making. I'll get that in shot properly for you. Now if I shine it the right way you should be able to see an iridescent sheen coming from the barrel, okay. There you go, you can see it there. Okay, so that's what we're going to be making in this series. I've got a list of ingredients, if you will, that are going to go into this terrain piece. Now I've used a small piece of blue foam for this one. Okay, I think it's 15mm blue foam, just a square. And then to create the divot in it, I think I might mention this, but just in case I don't, I've just used a candle and I've just melted the middle of it there to create a pool where the water effect will go. Okay, so our ingredients for this are, we've got 3 washes. We've got an Agrax Earthshade Citadel, we've got a Nuln Oil Citadel, and we've got one of the old Mark II Orc Flesh Wash. Okay, and then you can see the other colours here. These are actually inks. So we've got a red ink, a yellow, and a blue. Okay, so that's all you're going to need colour-wise. For the actual water, we've got some Woodland Scenics Water Effect, okay, and we've got some Vallejo Water Effect, still water. Now the reason why I'm using the 2 different ones is because this one here is more of like a soft gel. It's basically more viscous than the Woodland Scenics one is. So you can mix stuff into it a bit easier, and you can like paint it on because it's just a little bit thicker. They're replaceable, the water effects. You can use things like magic water or 2-part epoxies or anything like that. So yeah, they're replaceable. You don't have to use this. And then finally, for the sort of final step for the sheen, we've got from Hobbycraft some acrylic iridescent medium. Okay, and that will give you that nice little shine on top. Okay, so that's everything you're going to need for this episode. Let's go. I think I've covered everything. Yep, so let go, cameras down, and we'll start with the first episode. Enjoy! Okay, so welcome to the table, guys. Here we have all of our materials that I listed in the intro, and I've also got here some just some plain old cheap inks. Okay, I got a red, I got a blue, I've got a yellow, and I couldn't find a green, so I've got you can't read the label, but it's actually an Orc Flesh Wash, one of the old Citadel ones. And I've done 4 little test tabs here, so that we can mix in. Bit of rubbish on there. Can you see the little dots? So we're going to mix in the inks into those. So we've got the 4 colours, so I'll just add them in. We won't need much, like just take a cocktail stick and let it drip. Go into the Vallejo. There we go. Mix that. The reason why we're using inks in this rather than acrylics or anything like that is we want to keep we want to be able to see through it still, basically. And then once we've coloured all of these, what we'll do is we'll pour them in to the bottom and then feather them all together, and that will be the basis for our oil slick. So that's the blue mixed. Put that back over there and put that back on there because I'll spill it everywhere. We get some the Orc Flesh Wash here, nice sort of dark green. Well, providing it doesn't soak into the cocktail stick. There we are. a nice green. There we are. Lovely. I'll put that there. Close that up. And then just to finish it off, a little dab of red in this one. Okay, there we go. Leave those there. Okay, so these are going to form the basis for our oil slick, because as you know, you get all those groovy colours in there. And the reason why there's so little on these cards is we're literally just going to sort of feather the bottom of them. So what we'll do is we will take each of these colours. Okay, so we got the red one here, and then I'm just going to put a tiny bit on the bottom there, like that. So we'll get rid of that. And then, so let's say our barrel's going to come from this corner here, so our barrel's going to sit here. So we're going to want to lead it coming from the source. Okay, once we've got all that sort of trailed up, then we come back. Sorry, I've got my hand in the way, you can't see. So we just, there, we see how we're feathering it out there. And you don't, it's not an exact science, okay? All you want to do is just sort of feather it out so all those different, these primary colours can mix in together. And that's literally all you need of this for the base layers. So we do the same for each of these colours. So we'll put a bit of yellow next. There we are. Oh, spilt a bit on the side there. And we're going to do the same again. We'll trail it up, and then we'll start mixing them together. You see it's starting to resemble something. Okay, so we've got the yellow, we've feathered it into the red quite nicely, and I've spilt a bit up at the top there. We'll clean that up later. Okay, so can you see what we've got there? We've got the yellow and the red all sort of feathered together. Don't worry if it runs and things like this. This is just your base layer. Okay, so that's the yellow done. Now for some blue. Same again, we're just going to pour a little dot onto there. There you go, that'll be enough. And then same again, so we'll bring it up to the source, and then we'll bring it down into the center, so we start getting this nice sort of different array of colours. Like I said, make sure you feather them nicely together, you know, get those colours not mixed, just incorporated together. Now, can you see what we've got there? Okay, and then we'll just go with our last colour, our green. Make sure it's mixed properly, and we will put a drop of that on there. Always remember, when you drop it in, drop the droplet from where the barrel is going to originate. So we said it's going to come up here, so we make sure we've got it up there, and then we'll feather this green in as well. I'm just going to put this flat so I can see it properly. Is that dog hair? Yep. Dog hair in the oil slick. There. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. So there is the base for the beginning of our oil slick. Okay, that's all you need to do, is take 4 colours that you would like to see in your in your oil slick, and then just put 1 drop of each in with a bit of ink, and then just feather them all together so you get that nice sort of effect at the bottom. Okay, and always make sure that we trail it from where the sauce is going to be, whether it be from a pipe or from an open barrel or something like that. Okay, so we've got our 4 primary colours mixed in there. We're just going to let that dry now, and then we'll come back and we'll put another layer over the top. Okay, so see you in a sec, guys. And that's the end of part 1. So if you'd like to carry on watching this series, like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in part 2.